And roll call. So we have. Do you want people to say or do?
Sure, go ahead and say your names.
Lindy Hanley.
Lynn Pollard.
Erin McCarty.
Selena Horsfall.
Sarah McIntyre.
Liz Lopez Aguado. Heather Miche.
And
Bruce Hyder.
Teresa Peltier.
Okay. And is there any public comment?
We don't have any members of the public in attendance.
So the next item is the approval of the minutes from the February 4th meeting. Any corrections, comments? Nope. Then was a motion to accept the minutes as presented. Moved and a second. Thank you. And the minutes are accepted as presented. New business.
So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. So I don't know how much of this, you can see most of it, it looks like. So we are starting out with the mobile library Tuesday. Monica and I are going to Furwood Elementary School and to Pioneer Mobile Home Park. So we're sort of doing a soft rollout of the mobile library. We're going to each elementary school in the school district in the month of April. We're going to Pioneer Mobile Home Park, which is an outreach event we've had monthly for over a year. And we will have 3 special events, 2 Dia del Nino, one at the Sandy Library, and then one up in Welch's. It's near the Lions Club by the school there. And we have a ribbon cutting for the mobile library on April 22nd. So put it on your calendars. I hope most of you can come attend. If any of you would like to speak, I would love to highlight you. Lindy, I don't know if you're interested, but
I can do that.
Has Tyler talked to this city council about the ribbon cutting?
It'll be this next meeting.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Because he was going to ask if there were other city councilors who might want to speak as well. So it is from 4 to 6 p.m. on Wednesday, April 22nd. So there will be cupcakes and some library swag to give away. And you can come on the mobile library and see it in person. It will be parked right out at the side of the library here. Yeah. So after that first month, we're hoping to start to add more stops in, right? The daycares will likely come next. So we can go out and do story times at those. Sometime this summer, we'll start doing the daycares. And then preschools will likely start in the fall. Yeah, we will also have, and then on April 24th, we have already set up something with Avamere at Sandy. So we'll be going to the retirement community at Avamere that day. And we're working towards going to the other Cascadia Village and those places. And yeah, but hopefully by May, we'll start to fill up the schedule a little bit.
Can you have the schedule publicly available, at least to us available?
It will be on the library website. Yeah.
Okay.
Maureen just created, she was finalizing work on it today, a page for the mobile library on our website. So go take a look. You can click on the schedule. I could actually maybe show it to you. Let's go see if we can find it here.
Sarah, maybe I missed, but the location of the ribbon cutting, is it here?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that happening?
The library. Where is it? was looking at it earlier today and it was there. And now I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, it should be under services, huh?
It was gonna be in a couple different locations, so I'm not sure if she's still working on it and that's why it's not up right now. She, let's see about library events. Is it there? No, no. Okay. Sorry, I can't show you the preview of the mobile library. But there will be there's going to be a calendar on that page, a form to request a stop. So for like a special event or a regular stop that somebody wants in their community, either one. And then we'll, negotiate times and stuff like that. But yeah. Any questions about the calendar? Things that are going on with the mobile library? I am eating, sleeping and drinking the mobile library. It's 100% of my time almost every day. So yeah, it's interesting. So the policies that you have before you, that I printed out are different from the policies that were attached to the agenda, right? Because everything is just morphing and changing as we think, oh, wait, we need this, we need that, we forgot about this. So
I have a question. Since there's a form to request stops on the library, how else are stops being selected aside from that?
So we are working with different organizations to go to their areas, the ones that we've identified, the preschools, the daycares, the schools, the elderly residence facilities,
There's some
both
detail
senior
there.
centers. Yeah. And then Pioneer Mobile Home Park and Vista Apartments are two areas that have a high level of migrant workers that live there. So that's a community that we have been doing outreach to for years. So we're planning to take it to those events that we already do there. But yeah, as we look at, when somebody requests a stop so those are basically the ones that we've set up or that we are setting up currently. And then as people request stops, we had a request for a stop at the Cedar Park Gardens, which is just down behind Meinig Park. And it's somebody who was in the writers group, actually, who requested it and said that there's a number of elderly people who live there who have mobility issues and have a hard time getting out. So we're going to try to set up something. We're having a hard time reaching the manager of that, though. So I don't think it is anymore, or it may not be anyway.
Okay.
Because we have emailed her directly and have not heard anything back.
Okay.
So, yeah. But
Sweet.
Any other questions, thoughts?
Question, I wish it was on the old one, so I'm looking to see if it's on this new one. On the old one, it said, so I know that patrons can pick up holds at any mobile library stop open to the public. Does this mean that you have finalized the relationship with Link Libraries, and is mobile library as a separate click when you're placing a hold?
Nice.
and that should have happened today. It should have started April 1st. Let's go take a look and see if we can see if it's there.
So cool.
Let's see.
I'm so excited to see that.
And let's see. To place a hold. Memorize my library card number.
Very quick, very quick.
Oh, I don't want the ebook, sorry. I have to go back and get a different one. Let's see. I need a physical book. There we go.
Think I've ever read that book. Saw the movie. That was about it.
I don't think I'm going to.
But it's good to know you can.
Yeah.
Really want that.
There. Ooh, sorry about that. This is not. I feel like I need,
A Sweeto bookmobile.
Yeah.
to move this out of the way in order to be able to see it. Try it from higher up, see if we can see it. It should be, well, I did. So maybe I changed it to April 7th because that is our first stop.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
I think, yeah, that is what happened. So it's not there. I'm sorry, but it will be there on April 7th.
Exciting.
Yes. Sorry. There we go. Okay. What's going on? I'm afraid of closing it. Can
You just scroll.
you just? All right. All right.
Okay. Anything else on the mobile library?
Not on that, but we have the mobile library policies to talk about. So let me pull them up because Bruce and Teresa, they were updated since Wednesday. Let's see. So we added an outreach mission statement, which is basically just the library mission statement reworded, right? That we did with our recent strategic plan. We added the criteria for mobile library stops to this policy. And there's a little bit, the 2 bullet points after that first paragraph. I think those are the main things that were added since I attached the policy to the agenda last week. So we added these to this information. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if you've had time to read through it a little bit, but do you have any thoughts or questions about it?
Question on the bottom of that first paragraph, when it says mobile library stops will be determined based on specific criteria and will be ADA accessible and safe for patrons. Where is that specific criteria?
It's the 6 bullet points under mobile library stops.
Is there a way to reference that maybe from the top of this, from this paragraph to, see,
Mhm.
point B, or you know what I mean?
Right.
It's clear that those are the.
Or I could rearrange things. I could start with the outreach mission statement, have that paragraph, and then have criteria for and rename this one criteria for mobile library stops.
Yes, that'd be good.
Thank you.
Sorry, me again. Apologies. When you talked about daycares and preschools in the fall, is there any concern that because they have paying customers, that there's some, like a little bit of a conflict there? Or is it these are the priorities, and if we have space for you, we will get you a spot for those?
I mean, early literacy is one of our goals in our strategic plan. So reaching that age group is important to the library. Yeah, and we'll be going to nonprofit preschools as well. So it'll be a mix of things. Yeah.
I'm thinking about, the air quality and I'm just thinking about ice on the road at this moment. It might be 100 degrees and then we'll have to not have the bookmobile go out.
Well, I have to tell you, I was white knuckled driving in today.
Yeah.
Because the train was just.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to the trip.
Yeah.
We had some ice on the way here.
Mhm. Yeah,
I did,
yeah,
yeah.
it's scary.
How many volunteers are like lined up and like, do you have a cap on how many volunteers can apply to?
We don't have, I mean, we have volunteers who have expressed interest, but we haven't set any up with stops yet. We have to train all of our staff to go out, so that's my priority right now. And so 2 staff members are going out to all of our stops, probably through at least the middle of summer, until we get really set in it and
Yeah.
understand how it all works and are all driving and comfortable with everything. And then we'll start taking volunteers on. So we haven't actually done a true call for volunteers. We've just talked to some of our volunteers who we know are interested and who have, yeah. And they were like, oh, I can't wait until you. So, and I mean, my goal would be to have 1 staff member and 1 volunteer at each stop after that. And so, if you think about how many stops we have currently set up, we're going to have a lot more, right? But even right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 volunteers. So it'll be more like 20 to 30 volunteers each month if we can. Yeah, we can get them. Yeah.
And the 1 staff is the driver, right?
Yeah. It is possible that we could have volunteer drivers if they are already comfortable, like driving an RV, or, they would have to probably go around and do like the same sort of driving training that we did. Yeah. And take a defensive driving course if they have never, but yeah. And that's
What's that look like insurance wise?
for volunteers. I'm not sure. I haven't really worked it out. So that's why I said it's possible.
Yeah.
Right on the road, but yeah, right now they would be coming along to help us with the patrons, give information, talk about technology, talk about the library.
Good.
Yeah.
If somebody was sick for like staffing before the volunteers were able to come on, what's the plan? Would you just send out 1 staff member?
No,
Or
I would never send out 1 person by themselves.
Just curious.
Yeah.
so there's our backup?
I mean, right now, 6 of us are driving the mobile library, and I just today sent out a message to my staff saying, okay, we're ready for the second wave, who's interested? And then that group will get trained, and we'll sort of do it in waves until hopefully everybody at some point will get trained. There are people that I know who are very, right now, uncomfortable with the idea of driving it, although it's super easy to drive. And there's a great view from the cab of the vehicle to be able to see everything around you. So, yeah. So, yes. So right now, like this first week, it's 2 supervisors going out together as we figure everything out. And then next week, we're going to have a clerk and a supervisor go out together, and it'll probably be that way for quite a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like somebody will always know that they're basically on call just in case one of those members are not available?
Yeah. Yeah. And if you work that day, you're fair game in my book.
You go over a little bit how it works with the elementary schools, because not all of those kiddos will have library cards.
Yeah. So I've worked it out with Garth, the communications person, and he sent me the test message. They're going to send out a message through Parent Square to the parents. So I'm hoping it went out yesterday, but I'm not sure it did. But so to Furwood School, to say, hey, the mobile library is coming to your kid's school, to get them a library card, click here and we have an English form and a Spanish language form that they can click on and sign their kid up for a library card. And then when we go to the school, we'll be able to look that kid up and see if their parent did sign them up and then issue them a physical library card at the schools, which we will then check the items out to them and then mail those cards home to the parent so that we know that the parent can control it however they want to, right? Since we're just going to have the kids standing in front of us.
Will they need to have their library, their physical card in subsequent visits to be able to check out?
That's our goal. I would guess that we will be a little bit generous with that policy, though. If they come on and they really want to check something out and they know their birth date and maybe even part of their street address or something, we'll see. We'll have to see how many kids truly have their library cards with them. And in that message through Parent Square, it even says, if your kid already has a library card, make sure they bring it with them on library day so that they can check items out. So, yeah, so we'll see when we go to Furwood on Tuesday, how many parents have signed their kids up for cards or how many gave their kid the card to bring with them. And yeah. There'll be a little bit of learning curve on both of our parts, I'm sure, and figuring it out, but.
Will they come by class or how are they gonna?
We're going during their recess time ultimately.
Oh, okay.
Their lunch hour recess time. So
Whoever is interested.
whoever's interested in the library can come on. If they don't want to go play kickball or,
Yeah,
whatever.
that would be me. I would.
Yeah.
That's just a library on my
Spot now.
That's like so awesome.
Yes, yeah.
Now, if one of us wanted to go to one of these stops and see how it works, would that be appropriate?
Not the school stops. So the school stops aren't open to the public, which is why, so this won't be the calendar that's there, which has all of the individual names of the schools. When we publish it on the city website, it'll say it'll just say school stop and the time so that people know that the vehicle is being utilized, but that's not open to the public.
Okay.
Yeah. But either the Dia del Nino programs, obviously, the special events, anybody can come to. Pioneer Mobile Home Park, I think anybody could come to. It's a program that we do with kids, but I mean, we're hoping that the parents come out to the vehicle too,
Right.
during that program time. So,
So do you carry, so when you go out to the mobile home park, you have books for children, but you also have a selection of books for adults as well?
and in fact, almost all of the time, the vehicle will have a selection of books for adults
Okay.
on it. We're expecting that some teachers may come out to the vehicle if they wanna, they could place holds and pick up their holds at their own school.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's like going to the middle school.
So, but so almost one whole side of the vehicle is for kids. And so many kids' books fit on a shelf, right? Compared to the adult books. So there are probably about twice as many kids' books on the vehicle as adult books. So, and right now we don't have any desks in the vehicle. It's all shelves, because we don't have our public computers set up yet. We've got our staff computer ready to go, but so down the road, we'll have some desks in there with public computers on them and things like that. But we're going to start out with just all materials to take out with us. Yeah.
Once you have those public computers, those kids like to search things like poop.
Yeah.
Just so, yeah.
Yeah. We've got some books with that in it, so,
They think they're being real.
Yeah.
Any other comments or thoughts?
Question on that second page under item 4, talking about the heat index and so on, saying that if activities would be canceled or if possible relocated indoors.
if there are places, I mean, if we were gonna go out and do like a story time, right? If we were going to a place that had an indoor space, like Pioneer Mobile Home Park or someplace that had an indoor building where we could do that story time, we would likely just
Maybe we could
do
expand
that.
that out to reflect that,
Mhm.
because I mean, to me, it reads that it would be relocated like at the library, which wouldn't make any sense.
At the venue, maybe.
Mhm.
Nearby venue.
Mhm.
Elevating the Israeli border substantially to the north. So the question of what the region looks like moving forward is one in which Israel finds itself.
I've,
Video
is somebody online trying to speak to us and we can't hear you?
This is Teresa. I'm not.
Okay,
Mhm.
thank you, Teresa. Any other thoughts about the policy?
Are the policies similar to the new Lake Oswego one?
Yes, and in fact, I got all of their work that they had already done and have been working with it. So yes, yeah.
When did they start theirs?
They started theirs in January.
How's it going?
It's going really well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, I do not like to remake the wheel, so.
These seem pretty comprehensive to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then of course, all of the library policies that we already have in place apply. But these are just special because it's a vehicle and we're going to be outdoors mostly or partly.
Do these get posted out to the mobile library?
These will get posted on the website and
On the vehicle somewhere? Is there?
we could have a copy available if people wanted to, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this isn't our behavior policy, so we don't generally post our public policies other than things that we can point to and say.
No food on this.
Yeah.
Pets was there, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same thing, no pets.
Referring to though, I think it's kind of a CYA to
Mhm.
have
Mhm.
the behavior policies and note in here,
Right.
what you said that
Yeah,
all
All
of
of the
the
library
on-site
policies.
library policies are
Mhm.
apply here,
applied here
Yeah.
during the.
yeah.
On to old business.
So the library directors expressed interest in going to the city managers meeting and presenting our strategic direction, which I included in the agenda, just in case anybody wanted to go take a look who hadn't been with the board for long. And so we have our three people who are going to that meeting are people who were involved with the library district task force. So Marissa from Canby and Melissa from Lake Oswego, and then Rick Peterson, who is the library network manager. So yes, let me see if I can get back to our agenda here. Having a hard time seeing the screen today. I'm sat in the wrong location.
You just have the adopted, yeah. And then I think the next agenda is the Woodland funding.
Yes. Did I close the actual agenda? Maybe I did. Oh,
I
no.
think City of Sandy.
Nope, it is there. Sorry. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Yes, and so they're gonna go and present our strategic direction to them and talk it through and make sure that all of the city managers are aware of what we're working on.
When is that city manager?
I think it's gonna be in June. So.
Does it feel like, is it something that feels like it's going to be controversial or more just like an annual report
I
or?
mean, in theory, every city manager should have already gotten the information from their library director. So it's more just talking to them as a group and trying to get everybody on the same page, I think. So, yes.
Ready for Hoodland?
Sure. I'm always ready for Hoodland.
Oh, yeah. And so this is my item, right?
Yeah.
And so at the last meeting and in previous meetings, we've talked about the issue of Hoodland funding. And I have raised the issue that I think more money is being collected than is given back to Hoodland. And I got very excited when this is based on Google searching and what the local the Hoodland CPO is doing to do with short-term rentals, which is a huge, huge issue for us.
Yeah.
And so, so I don't stand by any of these numbers. I just, it's very much back the envelope. However, depending on what the assessed value is, because I don't guessing what the assessed value is. So I used a range, and I would say that the levy is probably raising 400,000 to 500,000 a year, and we get 700,000 for 2 years. To put that into context, it's not as bad as I thought, but it's still. The money is not coming back the way it comes back to Sandy. 700 homes are STRs. It's almost 20% of all of the available housing in Government Camp and the whole Hoodland area. So given that the money that comes back is, what is it, 40 per person, based on voting figures? Is that right, sir? It's the voting.
No, based on population,
Yeah.
total population.
It's like 5,000 something that we're using. So if you put 2 people in each of those properties, we're missing 55 cents for 1,200 people. So I just wanted to basically close the loop on that. Unfortunately, there's nothing to be done. The county was not willing to step up. So I just wanted to close the loop that yes, we're not getting all of the money that is raised in the area from 2 different angles. As I speak, there is a meeting of the
Right now,
county
yeah.
right now
Yeah.
talking about the STRs. But, the big issue, of course, is density, and 20% of your total residential properties is quite high. And it's basically 200 in Government Camp and 500 in the Lockyer Hoodland area, which affects everything. And because there are as far as I know, the only fees that are collected pay for the county to administer the program, insofar as they're administering a program, or there is a program. And, which is such an opportunity to actually have if those STR rooms were hotel rooms, there would be tourism.
Hotel tax, yeah.
And maybe some county money would actually come back to the Hoodland area. But anyway, that's where we sit at the moment, so.
Did they not adopt? I thought they had adopted something that SCRs were talking about short-term rentals.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I couldn't put connected to my head until I said that. Did they not adopt that short-term rental tax that should be going through Airbnb and all of those other things? We've got a smaller in Sandy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know like she was saying, there's a meeting right now
Yeah, it's
up
going on
there
right
that's
now.
about short-term rentals and.
Yeah, and they've been trying to, obviously work with the county through the CPR, but as I've said before, it's not Malala, it's a whole other region, and it's the short-term rental is more like Cannon Beach or
Right.
somewhere at the coast, but we're unincorporated. There's no one to speak for us except for the county, and
They're not doing it. Yeah.
or they're trying to listen, but there are
It's a
opportunities
big
anyway.
county.
But as far as I just wanted to close the loop and say, this is my best guess at the figures. we'll see going forward, and I hope that the task force going forward and the representatives of unincorporated, it is, how do you get back all the money that you paid in for library tax?
And
Because
where is
those-
that money going? Who's getting that?
Yeah,
So
right.
where is the-
Well, the unincorporated, because of how they just divvy it up across all of the unincorporated, which sounds reasonable, except, you have this unusual situation. So it just, $100,000 to $300,000 would make a
Difference.
Right, very big, yeah.
library.
And it's interesting because I think even, in 2011, when we were talking about the library district, creating the library district, right? Or
Mhm.
no, 2009, 2008.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it was 2008 it would have been. I don't think there were nearly as many rentals up there as
Not
there
at
are
all.
now.
Sure.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely blown up.
Yeah.
Obviously, it has many more issues beyond library funding, housing for families, all of that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah, so it's been a change that's happened.
Yeah,
and
it has since then.
There's no way to take it into account in our current funding.
Yeah. And I'm not even sure, with the task force, how you carve out that thing, but it is something people need to be aware of.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Well, as there is no path forward right now for working towards a new district rate. But as we continue, the library directors will continue to talk about it and try to find ways to think about it and
Mhm.
to get the city managers on board
Mhm.
and the city councils. So that maybe we can move forward. And as we do that, that would be when we would reorganize the entire district, right?
When was it adopted, the current rates?
2009.
It's a long time.
Yeah, we
It's
need
long
to, something
time.
needs to, yeah.
And the thought was 10 years at the time, right?
But yeah, the thought was that rate would last for 10 years, and it has lasted, it did last pretty well for 10 years.
Yeah.
But we're feeling the crunch now, obviously,
Yeah.
as we try to do more things. The library is gonna continue likely to fundraise each year for the mobile library to
Mhm.
try to get, extra funds for the gas and maintenance and things like that we need, which I've always sort of kept my toes out of the fundraising arena. But we're gonna have to. And if we want to do any new initiatives, it will have to be likely grant funded or
Yeah.
so, which is also a lot of work to apply for but
Not guaranteed from your.
yeah. But it is a great source of funding if you can get it.
Mhm.
So.
Speaking of that, do you have fundraisers on the horizon?
We do have some fundraisers on the horizon. So I think I talked at the last meeting, but I'll talk about it again. So this summer we will be going out and asking businesses for donations again. And we hope to have a casino night after hours in the library this fall. And likely a bingo night sometime in the fall, early fall, so that the weather is still good, hopefully. I'm thinking September, because last year we had that one in late October at Mount Pete's Cruise, and it was super windy and turned out to be, we ended up having a great night and it was indoors. But I saw a number of people walk in and then look around and see that there was nowhere to go and
So crowded, yeah.
Yeah.
And the silent auction, no one really could get to it.
Yeah.
I got a great deal on it. No one was over there and
Yes. So we will, those are our two big fundraising events we're hoping to do this fall. And we will be at the Mount Hood Farmers Market and likely the Hoodland Farmers Market, probably not every week, but once a month. In fact, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say anything. The entire city, maybe at the farmer's market. Have you already heard that? Okay.
Tyler today.
Okay. So yeah, there will be different city departments at the farmer's market each week, and the liaisons may, the city council liaisons may join departments, or they may have times that they go on their own, or we're still figuring out a schedule, but
Nice.
yeah, so that we can have more interaction with the public and be more available to answer questions and talk about what's going on in the city and all of the different things that are happening.
Well,
And I think I've brought this up before, and there's only so many events you can do, but there is a block party in Hoodland 3 times a year. And that's also a good place to just have a booth.
mhm.
Yeah, that's a great place
The first one is in May.
to take the mobile library and
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, they have do they have a website for the block parties, or are they,
It's put on by Cooper's Wine Bar,
right?
and they must have something, but
Yeah, I'll go take a look and make sure we get it on our calendar for the mobile library.
and I'll be seeing Bree, I think, tomorrow, so.
Mhm.
It'd be fun at those stops to do a, instead of like a jar, donate here or whatever, do like a 3 classic books and say donate $1 for your favorite one.
Yeah.
Just as.
Oh, that's a neat idea. Voting, people love to do that. Put their opinion in on something. That's great.
That is a great idea.
I was wondering what the logistics would be of having, like private people hire the bookmobile for like a kid's birthday party.
Yeah, we've sort of talked
I'm
about
sure, yeah.
it.
Okay.
And we're not gonna do that right now. We're gonna have to see how many regular stops and how many special events, like community events, like large community events are on our schedule.
I just meant for as a fundraiser,
Yeah.
like having it be,
Oh,
they would pay, like I'm gonna pay, I don't know, $250 to have the bookmobile come,
Yeah,
to-
do a step.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I may be able to get people on board for that.
I mean, it feels like an overstretch to be a private citizen and have the bookmobile come to your birthday party, but if it was something that raised money for
Yeah,
the bookmobile,
yeah,
That's a good idea.
that is a good idea. And maybe we could even, yeah, I don't,
it could be a prize too.
I was thinking that,
It
yeah.
could be a
Raffles.
raffle or something, and
That's a
the
good
prize
idea, too.
that people could win. Yeah.
Minimum $10 a ticket.
Sure.
yeah, those are good ideas. Yeah, we had talked through just going to private birthday parties for kids, and we're like, do we really want to get into that? And
I
how
know.
would we arrange it and organize it? And
Just think of sticky fingers.
yeah. They have to be before they cut the cake.
No bubble machine.
Yeah. Yes. So, but those are good thoughts as a fundraiser or raffle prize, doing it that way so that it was even more special or raised money.
Mhm.
Yeah. Any other good fundraising thoughts about, I love the put $1 in your favorite book.
That's great.
I think that could get,
A few bucks.
Yeah.
yeah.
So the next item is staff updates.
I feel woefully unprepared for this meeting. I'm sorry. Because I've been eating and drinking and sleeping the mobile library, I haven't had much time to spend to think about anything. Yeah, we're excited to get started with the mobile library. I think that's really my only staff update currently. We don't have any staffing changes that have happened. But it's going to be interesting to see going forward, how often we need to bring in substitute help so we can go out in the mobile library if somebody's sick and all of those things to manage. But we don't know until we get started really how that's going to play out. So
So any comments from the folks on online?
Okay, just excited to see the library, especially at school.
Okay. And if there are no more comments, I guess we are adjourned at 6:48.
Oh, I do have a question.
All right, go ahead, Bruce.
I'm sorry, I had to figure out how to unmute me again. Um,
Adjourned, yeah.
it's a little while back, the Friends of Sandy Library was wondering if there was a book that the book club, the book clubs wanted to read, but there weren't too many copies available, whether it would be possible and what it would cost or how we would do it for the Friends of Sandy Library to make, if you will, a separate donation to buy a book bundle.
Mm.
And I don't know
So
if
a
Sandy
couple
Library
different,
wants to be in the middle of that or whether we just somehow buy a bunch of books. And I don't know. It was just a thought that we didn't really flesh out very much, but
yeah. So a couple of people have approached me from the Men's Book Club about that, Bruce. Dale Huff and Jim Freeman have
yeah.
both talked to me about it. And what I told them is that book bundles take up a lot of space and don't get checked out.
Mm.
You know, most of the book bundles that are currently in the library district, I can look and see how many times they've been checked out. They've been checked out like twice in like 2 years.
Wow.
So I don't think that that would be a good way to spend your money.
Okay.
But I mean, if you wanted to, and then, you know, donate them to the Friends of the Library and the library could get an extra copy of the book if we need it or something like that, you could think about donating them to the Friends of the Library, because then the Friends of the Library sell them, right? And that money goes to library programs. So
Right. Yeah.
I think that having them in the library would not be good. But if you wanted to sell them through the Friends of the Library after you purchased them, that could be
Okay.
a little bit more productive.
Okay.
What about audiobooks? Would that, I mean, purchasing like, you get like 7 uses or 5 uses out of certain audiobooks, would that be a better way to go about that situation?
There's only a couple of people that in the book club that I think actually use audiobooks because they
Yeah.
can get those online
Right, for
through the
free.
library. So it's, I know of a couple that do that. I don't know how about the online books? There seem to be, I don't know exactly how that works. Obviously there's a lit to how many can be out and in use at the time. Is that another way of getting them more available but not taking up shelf space?
I mean, we do group selection for our ebooks and e-audiobooks. So it would be a little more complicated. We could start like if you wanted to give us designated funding for the Sandy library or the Sandy and Hoodland libraries, possibly, if you want to be more generous. I'm looking at Lynn. We could spend that money on ebooks and e-audiobooks for the book club, right? That would make it available to all patrons in Sandy and Hoodland.
Right.
But if the book club wanted to purchase like titles, we could purchase those specific book club titles that you wanted to read and get them that way. That we could talk more about that if you're interested in that idea.
What, just out of curiosity, do you have any idea, what those things cost for you guys to buy them?
They range considerably. I would say most of them cost more than a physical item, for
Okay.
sure.
Oh.
So in e-audiobooks, like this is probably now 3 or 4 years ago, we're averaging $65 each.
What?
So
How many uses is that $65 get you?
So it depends on the one. The most limited I know of is 13 checkouts, and then you have to repurchase.
It's just so
Yeah.
Can you just
yeah,
buy a group Amazon? I mean, not Amazon, but you know, like, whatever that
Yeah,
Audible, like.
yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, that answers the questions. Thank you.
Yes.
Do we already have a document going for the goals, like for a year of the mobile library? So like being able to have so many stops a month or helping us.
Yeah, we, in our grants that we wrote, we wanted to increase our program participation. So like for story times and STEM activities and things like that, by a certain percentage. So we do have, I haven't actually created a document to start tracking that yet because we're not going out. But we are going to keep track of all of our statistics and we'll be able to look and see how many additional participants we had in those programs, how many additional library cards we gave out. I think those were two of our main measurements that we did. Yeah. Something else for me to do.
Yeah. Well, I think we are now done, and we are officially adjourned at
Good.
6:55.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you,
Good
Bruce.
night.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Teresa. Have a good night. I hope you're home already. Hope she's gone.
At 6:04.